Hi, it's Rustika here from Bloom Learning Technologies CEO. I'm super excited today to announce the winner and the second and third place getter from our happiness campaign. Now, the happiness campaign, if you hadn't already noticed, was on social media, was actually a competition which was sponsored by our partners GoOne, who provide the most amazing content online, for learning designers to write a e-learning module or digital learning piece, mobile learning, that would then allow them to win $1,000 sponsored by GoOne. The purpose for that is we wanted to actually give away a free e-learning module, a free digital learning piece to any organisation that asked for it. And that was born of a personal situation that happened to one of my family members earlier in the year. So it was just a way for us to give back. We had 14 entries and we had over 40 organisations put their hand up and say, yes, hey, we would actually like that copy. And if you're an organisation and working with wellbeing, you might want to check out some of the entries we had, but certainly the winning one, we were giving that away free for your LMS or your intranet. And it's pretty super exciting, the winner of this. So I first of all want to thank all of the entrants. The level and quality was high. We had some, as I say, the top three. In fact, the top three are so good that we are looking to make those also available to our community as well. So stand by for that, but certainly our winner, we will be giving away the SCORM file very, very soon. And I know that our partner, Lindy Wilson from People Group, and Aldi, our account manager at Bloom, will be visiting with not just the USB with the SCORM files, but some goodies as well in the next 2 to 3 weeks throughout New Zealand. So thank you to those entrants that have actually put the effort in. I know that certainly the project itself I've had probably 4 or 5 people come to me and just say, hey, look, just seeing that and what you've done has really helped me. And they're just like people in Brisbane, people in New Zealand, like people all over the place saying, just by running it, and they weren't even involved in it in any way, but has actually helped them in some shape or form. So that to me is just thanks enough. It's fantastic. I'd like to thank the judges. So we had Simon Carter from Air New Zealand, Anna Kingston from Anna Kingston, who does great coaching, and Kim Hampstead from Watercare as well. So I'd really like to thank you for the time that you actually took to do that, especially on a new platform that was the first time we'd used it. So this competition's been so successful in a format that we like so much that we're actually going to run another competition. So if you didn't make it for this one, a diversity competition, which is actually going to be to create a diversity module, which will be January 2020. So we're looking forward to running that as well. So if you are wanting to have a look at who the winner and the other competition second and third place getters were, you can go to competition.bloomlearningtechnologies.co.nz and just click on the gallery tab and you'll be able to see them. So I'm going to announce from third backwards. So our third place getter was Neil McCarthy. Neil McCarthy had the most views. He had something like he had 612 views and 477 likes. So great network, Niall, there. It's fantastic to see. What the judges really liked about this one was, unlike the first two, which were aimed at end users, this particular module was aimed at helpers and actually helping give them clear strategies to check if someone's at risk. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not just the winning one that could be of benefit and value to organisations. This is actually for helpers. The judges also said that there was strong design, that it was clean and concise, and a great use of white space. One of the judges said they loved it. Simple navigation and progress tracking, let the user know where they're at. Good use of articulates, features, sorting cards, gamification, tabs, images as well. And then at the end there was resources, downloads and links. And they were actually not just at the end, they were placed throughout the modules as well. So congratulations, Niall. I know I'm looking forward to talking to you next week and seeing how it can actually help you make some passive income out of that great award that you've got there. Second place goes to Joshua Tarlini. This was a really close second with the winning module, and very well done there with G-Clan. This module also used gamification, which our winning one was heavily gamified, and provided end users with the freedom to explore. So it wasn't linear, next. It was a way that they could actually direct their own learning journey. The judges said they really liked the action plan and they would actually revisit it. Now, who revisits an e-learning module? But this one was written so well that this judge would have revisited it. It used the technique of TED Talks, and they judges really loved that, using the idea of TV and TED Talks and a welcome mat as they came in. The judges also said that they liked the walking around the world in 5 points because it was an angular one. And you could actually create your own action plan, which people could print out. So again, it wasn't just something that you would be immersed in for 5 or 10 minutes and then leave in your LMS on the bookcase. It was actually an action plan that you could print out. And again, the final screen had resources, action, and TV. So congratulations to Leni with GClan. So again, just remember competition.bloomlearningtechnologies.co.nz and click the gallery tab to have a look at the second and third place getters, as well as our first place getter, who was Stanley Yip with Cards Against Anxiety. And he called this a healthy game for nice people. What I found really interesting here was Stanley's background. So Stanley works for he's an online learning designer at the Association of Independent Schools of New South Wales. So I was having a joke with him saying, so we have a Kiwi competition sponsored by an Aussie company, won by an Aussie company, being a global competition where we had people from all over the world. So well done, Stanley. He was over the moon, evidently, so which is really awesome. What I was interested in, though, and it's something for all of us to consider in learning and development, is his background. So his background, his education is actually a Master of Design in Digital Media. So unlike most of the people, and it's not just our entrants, it's most of the people in learning and development, they have generally come from an HR or more so, they've actually just fallen into it and self-taught, because there's not a lot of education or qualifications around e-learning or learning per se. So I found this really interesting that the top rated one and that was actually there was actually from someone who'd actually had quite a different background to all of the other people who had entered, and in fact anyone in our network that I do talk to, and has worked for the Centre of Learning Innovation. So again, the experience is actually not around corporate or government or organisations or small medium business, it's actually around learning innovation. So that alone was really interesting. So I'm really excited to continue to work with Stanley. Our judge, it was just a stunning example, and our judges have just given us some great examples how we can actually tweak and improve that some more, just to make it basically a multiplayer game. So essentially what the judges liked is that they thought this would create great discussion amongst friends, and that you could actually spread the word about getting better more widely. So it's that let's have the conversation. It was the only one to show a gamified piece for mobile device. It was, one of the judges said, I love the Cards Against Anxiety as an idea. Again, gives them a reason to keep coming back and learning while having fun, and actually included behavioural nudging and design. So behavioural design was actually built into the actual design of the module or the mobile piece. And basically, essentially, like, it was just overall a really, really good idea, and you'll see that when you go and look at the video. So make sure that you go to and check the video out. If you would like any of those pieces, or in fact any of those pieces of work from any of our entrants, particularly our top 1, 2, 3, please message me, because we will be getting those out to you. They're free, complimentary, and I think that will be a true asset to any organisation's LMS. Whether it be an LMS, an intranet. These days you don't even need an LMS to be tracking learning. We've come around with some great workarounds that we can build into off-the-shelf websites. So do have a look at those. And again, congratulations to Stanley, to Joseph, or Joey I think is also named, and to Niall as well. Congratulations, and we look forward to working with you hopefully again with the diversity one, and we look forward to hearing from any organisation that would like to benefit from those modules, complimentary, from Bloom, from Go1, and our amazing entrants who invested the time to do that. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.